All right, so you guys have been asked a few questions about the quarterbacks since camp started, but now you can speak a little bit more clearly about it. What is it about Sam that impresses you, and why he probably is the blue team guy right now?
What impresses me the most is his football IQ. You know where the ball need to go, how the ball need to get there. He put guys in positions, like the way he throwing the ball, he gonna throw you open, all type of different things. He's athletic, got a strong arm, as all three quarterbacks do, but he got a really good football IQ.
How soon after he got here did you realize that he was someone that could get on the field and maybe even end up starter sooner rather than later?
The first time we went to go throw, I don't know when that was, but you know we used to go out every night or so and just catch with the quarterbacks, just to get a rhythm with him. And I could tell he's a special guy, and he's a hard worker. As you can see, like he's just not leaving practice. He's been out here for a while, just working on his game, you know. So I could tell his work ethic put him over the top.
We talked to Antoine Green yesterday, and he credited you with kind of helping him through the injury situation last year. Kind of, how did you approach that, and how do you think you helped him?
I feel like I helped him by being in his position. Like I've been there, and I know what it feels like. I know what rehab is like, and just being some more support for him. I feel like that's how I helped him, because he's a hard worker as well. Like I ain't have to tell him you need to be in the training room at certain times. You need to be doing such and such. He knew what he had to do, and he got it done. I just was there every step of the way.
How soon after he got hurt did you make a point you could talk to him?
I wanted to talk to him like right on the field, but I just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to it. Like so, probably like after the game, we was in the locker room. I went over and gave him a little support, told him to stay strong. We're here for him.
What's the most challenging stage about mentoring someone going through that, having been through it yourself?
I feel like the most not necessarily challenging, but the toughest thing is just telling them they're gonna be all right. Because when you're going through it, you know, you feel like it's just you under the world. It's tough, like mentally, and just telling them you're gonna be okay, knowing like it's a long process, it's tough to do. In my eyes.
The fact that you kind of dealt with that twice in such a short order, how do you feel like you are now mentally with it? Is it completely in the past? Do you feel like you've grown quite a bit since then?
Yeah, it's completely in the past. I feel like I've grown also, and I feel like I'm playing without thinking. I'm playing, you know, clear-minded, thinking about what I need to do, and not thinking about what I not need to do to get hurt or stay from being injured. So I'm playing faster with a clear mind.
And we know about Patrice, we know about Trey Morrison, what they can do at corner. Who are some guys behind them that have impressed you in camp?
One guy that stood out to me the most during camp was Storm Duck. He's a real patient cornerback. He's tough to beat off the line. He got some size on him. He got some speed.
Coach Longo is a Mike Leach guy. Does he talk about him much, or his influence on him?
Coach Longo doesn't talk about much at all, you know, but he's a very smart guy.
Yeah. So what's kind of his approach on the field? He seems like a very measured guy when he was talking with us.
He's a very detailed. Like he knows everybody's job. He knows when they need to be doing something. Because our offense, you got a lot of freeway, and within that, you know, you can overstep your boundaries. And he's just there to guide us through everything, and you know, tell us what we should have done against certain defenses and stuff like that. So he's a very smart guy. He knows football very well.
Is there anything that has gotten his attention to talk a lot, good or bad?
Just our work ethic every day. We come out, even if a good practice, bad practice, we know we're gonna come out with a lot of effort, a lot of energy. So I mean, I guess that got me to talk a little bit outside of football, but yeah.
Has the offense progressed this week at a faster rate, knowing what the pecking order, at least right now, is at quarterback?
I feel like we've just been progressing every week, you know, at this point now. Not because of the quarterback, but just because we've become a much tighter unit offensively, and we play as such.
Does it mentally help knowing that there is some kind of a pecking order, at least for now, especially when there's a game 9 days away?
Mentally?
Mentally, just as a group, knowing that who's there right now.
Yeah, definitely. You can develop more rhythm, knowing who's the standout guy right now. So you want to get more reps with that guy. But other than that, all three of them are really talented quarterbacks. So it's no drop off nowhere. Whether you with the blue, the white, whatever it is, whatever quarterback's in the game, they're gonna produce.
Is there any Coach Galloway's kind of taught you about playing receiver position maybe you hadn't really thought of? There's a different way of kind of looking at things.
Yeah, definitely. It's just knowing, like I said, the offense allows us, a lot of freeway. And just knowing how to read defenses and what to do in certain coverages. He's definitely helped me with that.
He's a little more talkative than Coach Longo.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Is there anything that stood out of anything like any Coach Galloway isms that stand out so far?
Nah, just his energy. He bring it every day. Good. You can make a great play. He's still gonna be on coaching. Something you got to get right at. Something you got to get right at. And I like that because he's never letting us settle, never letting us slack off and feel like we've accomplished something.
Thanks, Ted.